Math final is polynomial long division, and we're going to be doing this first in English and then in Spanish. I'm Sophia.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Jenny.
Alright, so this is polynomial long division. So, dividing polynomials is just like long division. You distribute the dividing number to all the variables in the equation. So for our equation, the dividing number is x plus 1, and the number that is being divided is x cubed minus 3x squared minus 25x minus 21. So first off, you have to remember that in normal long division, what you do is you take the number and you divide it into all parts of the equation. But here we have two numbers, x and positive 1, so you have to keep that in mind when you're dividing. Anyways, so first you look at x cubed and x, and you see what you need to multiply by x to get x cubed, and that's x squared. So you place the x squared over the negative 3x squared, because remember there are two variables that you're dividing into the equation, so you have to move the written part over to the right. So you distribute x squared to x and positive 1, and so you're left with x cubed minus 3x squared minus x cubed plus x squared. And then when you have a minus sign in front of the x cubed and the positive x squared, you have to distribute it to all parts of the equation. So the positive x cubed becomes a negative x cubed, and the positive x squared becomes a negative x squared. So anyways, you solve the equation, and the x cubed cancel out, and you're left with the negative x squared, 4x squared. Okay. So then you have to bring down the negative 25x just like in regular division, and you repeat the same steps as before. You have to see what you need to multiply x by to get negative 4x squared, and that number is a negative 4x. And after you've determined that number, you distribute negative 4x to the x and the positive 1, and you're left with negative 4x squared minus 25x minus a negative 4x squared minus 25. No, minus 4x. Sorry about that. Minus 4x. It's alright. So anyways, remember you have to change all your negatives to positives and all your positives to negatives. So your negative 4x squared becomes a positive, and your negative 4x becomes a positive 4x. And so the negative 4x squared and the positive 4x squared cancel out, and you're left with a negative 21x. And last step, you bring down the negative 21, and you repeat the same steps as before. So you see what you need to multiply by x to get a negative 21x, and that number is a negative 21. So you distribute the negative 1 to the x and the positive 1, and so you're left with negative 21x minus 21 minus the 21x minus 21. And remember, you have to distribute the negative one last time, so all your negatives become positive. And you solve the equation, you're left with 0. Everything cancels out. And so your answer is x squared minus 4x minus 21, and there's a 0 and there's no remainder, so that's how you know that that's the correct answer. So, ahora en español. So we're going to erase this. Alright. Empezar.
Sí. Empezar. Dividir polinomios es igual que la división larga regular, excepto que en larga de dividir por un número que está dividiendo por una expresión.
Primera división x en la primera parte de la ecuación x cubicado. Vea lo que puede multiplicar por x para obtener x cubicado, que es x cuadrado. A continuación, x minus 1.
Okay, nuestra ecuación es x plus 1 dividido de x cubicado menos 3x, how do you say squared? Cuadrado menos 25x menos 21. Okay, keep going. Repeat that last part that you said.
Primera división, x en la primera parte de la ecuación x cubicado. Ve lo que puede multiplicar por x para obtener x cubicado, que es x cuadrado. Al continuar distribuir el x cuadrado a la 1 y se multiplican para obtener x cuadrado. Escriban que el marco del 3x cuadrado reste x cubicado menos 3x cuadrado por x cubicado plus x cuadrado. No se olvida cuando se pone una negativa frente a x cubicado, uso x cuadrado. Usted tiene que distribuir los negativos a los positivos, cambios a los negativos y los negativos a positivos. Entonces recuerda negativo 4x cuadrado. Baja la segunda parte de la ecuación negativo 25x y repita los mismos pasos que antes. Ahora tienes negativo 4x cuadrado menos 25x menos negativo 4x x cuadrado menos 4x.
Okay.
No se olvide distribuir el negativo. Ahora tienes negativo 21x. Trae el negativo 21 y repita los pasos como antes. Ahora tienes negativo 21x menos 21 menos negativo 21x menos 21. No se olvida de distribuir los negativos y igual 0.
Y esta tu solución. Muy bien. Aplaudir. Okay, that's the end. So I hope you liked it, and